So today I'm bringing you Caroline, who's a great friend, but such an inspiration to women all over the world.
Thank you, Sonia.
Founder, president of Women in Governance. What are we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about how we are going to go through the glass ceiling in the corporate world.
We're breaking through the glass ceiling today, and we're giving you the top 3 tips on how you can too. So let's get into it. What's tip number 1?
Well, first of all, I want to share some great news, and that is that a lot of the top leadership characteristics are typically female. So for certain things, it's actually easier to be a woman, such as democratic management style, such as empathy, active listening, emotional intelligence. So beef these up and then learn from these 3 tips to make sure that you are just as strong or maybe even a little stronger than your male counterparts.
I love it. I love it. I'm excited. Tell me tip number 1.
So tip number 1, exude self-confidence.
Yes.
You have to feel strongly about your capacity. You have to show people around you what your success is like. Talk about it. Don't be shy. And if you undervalue yourself, nobody's going to raise that price tag.
So important. We speak about that so much on how women, we feel like, well, if I work hard enough, people are going to notice us. But men don't have that, right? Men, they'll come in and they'll boast, and women don't do that. They'll just be like, let me work hard and people will notice. But in fact, it's totally okay to say your successes, to say what you're up to, and to show up with confidence. Okay?
Absolutely, and that feminine modesty is actually an obstacle to attaining your goals.
I love it. Tip number 2.
So tip number 2, you have to learn to navigate the muddy waters, sometimes shark-infested waters of your organization.
Okay,
you need to understand who your allies are. Where does the formal and informal power lie within the organization? So find yourself mentors, find yourself sponsors who are going to support you through this.
Okay, so for you mentors, is it another woman? Is it another man? How does that work?
So it could be either or. It really doesn't matter. I would say that typically the sponsors, those that are going to speak about you, are more often men because it's more natural to them. But mentors can be anybody. Sponsors can be anybody as well. But what I do want to say about mentoring women, when it comes from a man and with the backlash that we've had with #MeToo,
yes.
If you are a man thinking that you should not be left alone with a woman mentoring her, I say there's an easy solution around that. Mentor 2 women.
I love this. I love this. So with this whole movement, the Me Too, there has been a big backlash of men going, I cannot sit in the same room. So that's such a great tip. So take 2 women, mentor 2 women. And again, it's about the big picture. It's about showing them the steps in order for them to succeed in their career. I love that. Tip number 3.
So tip number 3, you have to work on your external network. So women are so focused on doing a phenomenal job. They are so concentrated on their work. They are so detail-oriented. They tend to forget about their reputation, their personal branding, getting themselves known. So if you think people are just going to notice you and notice all your efforts and your hard work, think again. It's up to you to get that known internally, but also externally. Become a rainmaker.
Yes,
become
I love this.
A subject matter expert. If you have the skill set required, you can write a blog, you can give a conference, you can have a podcast. But what anybody can do, no matter what your skill set is at least work on your personal branding. What do you represent? What is your area of expertise? And make that known. Go out there. Get involved with the Chambers of Commerce, with your professional association, with Women in Governance. Come to events,
yes.
Do stuff, be out there, get known. Because if people don't know you, they cannot trust you. They're not going to talk about you. You need to create an army of ambassadors around you.
How important, to me, I always say too, when you go into events, you want to leave with that one contact, with that one person that you're going to say, I'm keeping this business card and then I'm going to follow up.
Follow up.
Follow up, because as you move through and you find out who are the tastemakers in the city, who are other people that will help you throughout the rise in your employment or in your big passion, it is so important to connect with other people and to grow your network. It's key.
It's key. This is what will make your success. If you are solo, whether internally or externally, you're not going to go very far. So build this army of ambassadors around you and your voice is going to be amplified.
I love it. This is so exciting that we're going to sit down and do a podcast too. So there's so much more for us to come. Gouvernance au féminin, women in governance. Caroline, thank you so much. You're
Thank you,
incredible.
Sonia. Thank you.